Hey everybody, welcome back. Jill Hewlett is here doing our monthly installment Journey to Wellness, and she is a wellness expert and a brain gym consultant. Welcome to the show, Jill.
Great to be here. Thank you.
I guess the first question is, what would brain gym be?
Great question. Brain gym is a series of movements, simple, fun, and effective exercises that can be used in the classroom, the boardroom, and the living room to turn our brains on.
Okay.
So to take us from using a limited portion of our brain to our whole brain potential.
Okay, now you have something to sort of demonstrate, and I love this.
I know, this is so much fun.
When we're stressed out, what is our brain doing? And we're not realizing it.
When we're in stress, we are in survival mode, flight, fight, or freeze. And so we're using a really small part of our brain stem just for survival, to get across the street safely kind of thing. But living there isn't our optimal best. It's not where we're going to achieve the greatest results. So when we realize we're in stress, we need tools to shift it. And so water is a wonderful activity because water clears stress immediately. It takes first call in our nervous system.
Just by drinking water?
Just by drinking water. Because when we're stressed, we become dehydrated, like dry mouth.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So what happens is that when we notice we're in stress and we have some water, then we can do some brain gym exercises which immediately start to take a person into a larger portion of their brain, their midbrain.
Look at
and
that.
Then ultimately, I know you're getting excited, ultimately your whole brain potential. And for people at home, I'm sure as you're looking at this, you're like, I'd like to greet life from this place rather than this place.
It's almost like massaging a tight muscle.
Yes.
Because you're loosening it up.
Yes, and you know, it's exactly that. It's stimulating the muscles. If we don't use it, we don't lose it. And the pathways, the neurological connections that ideally we'd be using more of the time. You know, what happens is when we wake up in the morning even, we're not in this place necessarily. We wake up, we're dehydrated, we're still tired. We haven't turned the lights on fully. So even first thing in the morning, someone might think, I'm not in stress when I wake up in the morning, but you're not fully turned on. Right? So right away.
So the first thing you do?
First thing I do every morning. My daughter too, we drink water, and then we do some brain gym activities, and they're fun, they're effective, and then you can use them throughout the day as needed. In the classroom, a wonderful place. Grade levels go up 20, 30, 40, even 50% when these movements are used regularly.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so imagine what that does for adults in the workplace.
Yeah, you go into a big meeting, do a little brain gym. Would that help?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Clearer focus, communication, feeling centered and confident, and also being more in a resourceful place. So there's that sense of having more to give and better participation and ultimately greater creativity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can we try a few exercises just to show everybody at home how easy it really is?
Sure.
You can do it anywhere.
Absolutely.
Unless you're driving.
Yeah. If I say, if you're at a stop sign, that's fair game.
Okay.
So we can do a simple all-over body massage just by using the ears. I think we may have demoed this before. So we'll just warm you up with a familiar one. So it's called a thinking cap. And you're going to massage the earlobe, starting at the top and going around the curve and rolling outward bit by bit until you get to the bottom of the lobe or around your earring, if you're wearing any, Jeff.
Or your earpiece. So this is really concentrating on all the muscles in your body through your earlobe?
Well, this is more for energy. These are acupressure points, 400 of them.
Oh, yeah.
They're located in the ear. So, if you went to see an acupuncturist, they could work with a small area of the body and then be stimulating the entire system.
Okay, so here's a question. Sometimes I get hot ear. Does that mean someone's talking about me or my brain needs to be stimulated?
Probably both.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a good question. Now, when you're doing this, your ears are going to get red, a little larger.
Quite warm, actually.
The redness will go away.
They get larger.
And you can hear better. It turns on binaural hearing, which means hearing with both sides of the brain. Because as you know, we have a left side for logic and practicality and systems and details. Then we have a right brain responsible, which is called the Gestalt brain, responsible for creativity, spontaneity, playfulness, in the momentness. And we need them to work together so that we can access all of the potential that is available in day-to-day life, at work, in the classroom.
Beautiful.
What are some other exercises we can do for the rest of the body, not just the ears?
Okay, well, talking about bringing the left and right brain together, we can do a movement that's called a cross crawl. It can be done sitting or standing, so try it with us.
Try it at home.
Opposite hand to opposite knee. Uh-huh.
I think this is an exercise.
I know.
You're
I
getting
feel
an
like
ab
I've done this
workout.
before in a
You're working out that
Doing your ab.
yeah.
that belly you were talking about, Jacqueline.
Yeah. I need to do a few hundred of these every day. Okay.
So you're doing this now. The great thing with this is kids can do this as an activity where you do opposite hand.
Oh.
You know
So would that focus on the eye and hand concentration?
Because it gets you moving.
It's eye-hand coordination,
thank you.
yes. And when our eyes and body connect to new patterns, we actually we impregnate the system with a new communication line, a new possibility. And what happens is with day-to-day repetition, sitting too long, the brain starts to close down because we're not using it fully. We're not activating it. So sitting in the classroom, adults sitting behind a work desk, it's like the screensaver comes on your body.
Right.
You need to move it
interesting.
so it comes on.
It's a good analogy.
Yeah. Another.
So you need to wake things up again.
Exactly. Even just giving it a little shake is a great thing. I was once working with a mom, and she just had an aha moment. She said, "Okay, I get it now. My son doesn't like to do homework. It's not that he doesn't like to, he just doesn't focus. He doesn't pay attention." Well, what had happened was every day after work, after school, it was a challenge to get him to sit still and do his homework. And one day he was running around and he said, "No, Mom, I need to organize my brain first." And she said, he was bang on. He was right. Now she can use these movements to make a difference.
So anybody can go to your website. The website is brainworksglobal.com or
got it.
jillhewlett.com. And can they find some exercises there?
We have a movement of the month, and you can email it to a friend.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice. Coming up next, the Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority will be here.